So in light of all of these things then that we're talking about, what has surprised you the most with your role on City Council?
The knowledge you have to have. I mean, I just kind of talked about like the nuts and bolts, but you're supposed to understand water infrastructure and police, like first responders, and like zoning and ordinances. I mean, there is just so employees, how to manage employees. So there's a lot to know, but we at Farmington City have amazing city staff, and we have really good professionals that help us out. And if we get our packets that can be hundreds of pages long.
And you have to have them all read and understood.
All read. And do you know what? For the most part, I go through it twice. I don't want to miss anything. And so it takes a lot of time.
Oh, as a constituent, that makes me feel better that you're reading it twice and marking it up.
Yep. And I take it seriously. I go through everything. And if I have questions, I call city staff and say, okay, I don't quite understand this. And
please elaborate.
Because I mean, honestly, my very first packet, I had to look up like 5 acronyms because I didn't understand. I was like, what does that even mean?
Oh, the jargon.
And so, so the jargon. So that's been the most surprising and scary thing that it takes a whole group of professionals, but then it comes down to your decision making. And so understanding that.
So you take it seriously.
So I take it seriously. I do my research and I do my very best.
I love it. Do you feel that your time on the Planning Commission adequately prepared you for this?
Yes, for sure. I absolutely loved Planning Commission. I really did.
I mean, my major was urban planning, so I'm a little bit of a zoning geek. Yes.
So, when I got my packet, I know this sounds nerdy, but I was excited to learn and to understand and to research and just broaden my knowledge. But Planning Commission is fun. And sometimes it's hard when you make decisions that aren't very popular. But
I've been in the room. I've seen you.
But if I would encourage anybody, if they are considering wanting city council.
I was just going to do this kind of shout out.
That definitely get on Planning Commission, let the mayor and the city know that you're interested in serving on that. And it'll give you a good taste of what city council does, and it'll help prepare you for it, and without having to make a commitment of running a campaign and spending thousands of dollars. So
unnecessarily. Yeah. I love that. So then what are your goals right now as a community leader here in Farmington?
So
I'm sure you've got a couple of things that you're working on.
Oh, I've got a ton. So definitely support our first responders.
They've gone through a lot these last few weeks, haven't they?
Yes, they have. So definitely supporting them with mental health, with wages, there's so many things to help support them. Support continual improvements on our infrastructure. Like coming up Main Street, we'll have their water lines replaced because they are very old.
Yes, and those tree roots, I'm sure.
And the tree roots
have impacted those.
Right. Yes. And so and we have had some breaks in the lines. And so, so just updating our infrastructure and making sure that we're being proactive.
But will the infrastructure be done before the parade in July?
Oh, we are having a parade in July. So yes, they will definitely keep that in mind.
I think that's the big thing that everyone gets together for in Farmington is our parade.
Yep. Another thing is to continue to encourage the transparency and public engagement.
I like that.
So Zoom, everything is on Zoom and our public meetings. And so that COVID kind of forced Farmington into that. We were already talking about it, but it gave us the big push to get it on Zoom. And so that's nice, but that we're able to provide that. And also, we've been pushing for a communications director at the city. And so I don't know if you've seen
I've
an
noticed,
increase.
yes, on the Facebook pages and on the Farmington pages, there's a lot. Oh, and the Twitter account too. There's a lot more social engagement right now than there ever has been the entire 6 years I've lived here in Farmington.
So we finally got her hired on, and she's a Farmington resident. And so
Fabulous. Support local.
Yep, for sure. And so she's doing a great job. And so I think that is just helping us be more transparent and educating them. So,
well, I think as residents, if we know all the inner workings of what's going on, we can come better prepared to the city council meetings, to the planning meetings before it even gets to city council meetings, and we can have a good open dialogue of all the things that need to take place here in Farmington. So I think this sounds fantastic.
So another thing that it's my goal is to continue is making sure we have a diverse tax base, and so that in economic downturn that we can make sure that those that we can still have a viable income to our city, so we can continue to provide the services that we need to.
I think we're all concerned as residents of Farmington with where we want to work here, we want to live here, our kids do sports here. We want to make sure that our community is always thriving and being fabulous, because Farmington is known for being fabulous, and so let's keep it that way, right? And so does that mean bringing in more commercial businesses? It's commercial businesses pay 12 times more than, or it takes one commercial business to pay as much as 12 houses pay. Wow. That's a lot.
So we definitely need the people here, but we definitely need the businesses here,
right?
And a variety of businesses.
Yes,
a variety
of commercial and office and all kinds. To be able to be a good mix. So that people don't just come and leave.
Correct.
Correct. So then, anything else?
Yes, I have two more things that I want to talk about. This is the biggest one.
Oh, well, we can't skip this.
So, not necessarily this one, but this is the biggest question. We need to invest in our city staff.
Okay, elaborate more.
So they are the front of the city, right? When public engagement, when they go in with problems or issues, and if we want to continue to be a great city, then we need our city staff to be kind and to be professional. And so investing in city staff is only going to continue a great city. So, and my last one, being on the Trails Committee,
we're naturally a little biased.
We're a little biased, yes, for sure.
But I heard about this project that you're working on.
Yes. So we have, I'm sure every single person has, if you haven't, then go check it out. But we have a Farmington Creek Trail, and it goes all the way from an amazing waterfall up Farmington Canyon, and traverses down the mountain by the pond, down through the Lagoon Trail, up and over I-15 by our new regional park. And we're still trying to continue that trail to to the bird refuge.
I would love that.
So this is an incredible historic trail that, we even have it tunneling under Main Street.
I know. So, isn't that amazing that we didn't dam it or block it off, but that you allowed it to be able to continue through?
Yeah, in a safe manner, right? So we didn't have to interact with traffic.
Sure.
And so, however, there is a bad section on the lower canyon. There's two bad sections, and that are not family friendly, that are actually dangerous to adults. And so, so we want to, if you've ever hiked the Upper Canyon Trail, it is an amazing trail. And almost all users can use the Upper Trail.
Right.
And you have a destination waterfall.
Views of the waterfall, and there's the
canyon
Christmas trees and everything further up.
Yeah. So we want to make that lower canyon
but that north
safe.
Side is not so fun.
Yes. Yes. So progress is happening on that. We have a design done. And now we are just applying for grants and getting ready to.
Well, I'm so glad we got to be able to chat today.
Thank you for the invite.
I have to bribe her with videos so that we can hang out. Anything else that you'd like to say or that you want to end with?
I would say, just be kind.
Yes.
You don't understand, in every situation, you just don't know what people are going through. And in every instance, whether you're driving, you're on Facebook, you're on, interacting at sporting events, and with your neighbors, just be kind.
Yeah.
So
I like that. And we'll end on that. Just be kind, Farmington. Well, thank you so much for watching and sticking with us this whole time. We're so glad that you were here to be able to help me get to know Amy a little bit better here as not just a city councilwoman, but as a neighbor and a friend.